Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Tuesday, January 8th, 2013. Thank you for tuning in. Let's take a look at the charts. We'll start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. You'll see that the futures here are trading lower by about a point and a half at the moment to around 1454 and a quarter. Again, nothing great, nothing terrible. More of just a slow motion market. Yesterday was a very, very slow trading day. But the markets did finish slightly lower to end the session. Again, on a Monday, really, we don't see a lot of volume. On Tuesday, which is today, you should see volume pick up just a little bit. I don't think it's going to be a barn burner, but I do think that volume trends will pick up better, a little bit more than yesterday, and hopefully that creates some opportunity. A couple of things to go over in this market. One, the first thing is that you're going to have some economic news, I believe, at 3 p.m. today. So traders should be on watch for that. I think it's consumer credit, but I believe that's at 3 o'clock this afternoon. So, again, this afternoon you're getting some late economic data, and I think everybody should be well aware of that going forward. Right now in the gold market, we do have gold up 6 points, or $6 to $1,652 an ounce. Gold has really been taking a shellacking here, and you can see even the GLD right now trading at around the 160 level. Yesterday the GLD did close right around 159.43, so you can see the GLD is getting a little bit of an uptick, but nothing all that terrific. The chart on GLD still looks a little bit on the soft side, but we'll see how it plays out going forward. Oil this morning is also showing a little bit of strength. That's up about 30 cents at the moment to $93.48 a barrel, and that's light sweet crude. Let's take a look at the USO, which is a good proxy for light sweet crude, and you can see the USO is trading right around that $34 level. There's still a lot of resistance up here for crude, although it does have a slightly bullish pattern being made on the daily chart. I'm not sure if it's really going to go much higher than this level on the USO here, at least at this moment. So continue to watch that closely. We'll see if there are any patterns that develop throughout the day. But right now I'm not seeing all that much. Crude is slightly higher to start the morning. There are a few other things you want to watch for in this market. One, the Asian markets last night. The Nikkei index was down about 0.9%. Also, you had the Hang Seng and the Shanghai both lower. The Hang Seng was actually down by 1% as well. But that tells us the Nikkei is getting a little bit tired, needing to pull back. Traders should watch these Japanese ADRs. They could be under weakness today, so keep that on watch going forward. They may need to pull back. They've had huge moves to the upside ever since Japan started to go on a money printing spree. So you're going to want to watch that closely. But a lot of the Japanese ADRs, stocks like Toyota Motor, things of that nature, they may need to come back and pull back a little bit more. But there's nothing really terrible on the charts. Charts are still okay. But they just got overextended, overbought. They need to pull back here. So watch Japanese ADRs. I think they could be a little bit susceptible today to some pullbacks. Nothing out of the ordinary, just a natural pullback, though, is in order. A couple of other stocks that I'm seeing out here today going forward. One is Monsanto. Let's take a look at that one. You can see a huge move on Monsanto. This thing has pretty good strength, probably to 105. I'm not sure it will get there today, but I don't think it's worth shorting. I don't think it's worth getting in front of. It's coming off of a 4-day base. That's a sign of strength. Not sure how high the stock could go. It looks like it's getting a little bit overcooked intraday, but really the big resistance level on this thing is probably around 105. At the moment, the 100 level is pretty important. You could get some pullbacks in here at any point. It is overdone, but it's still a strong gap up, and strong gaps up, you got to look at the next big resistance level. When I pull this thing up on a bigger time frame, it tells me the next big level of resistance is around 107.20. Now, I don't expect the stock to even get there today. It may not even get much past 100, but 107.20, if it did get up there today, that would be a level to fade this thing or to short it. So, and this is just scalp levels. But other than that, I don't have a great level on this thing. The 100 marker looks decent, but again, it's a very, very tough trade. because of the strong gap up. So you have to be a little bit careful with this one. But it's hard to pick out a pullback area in this stock, at least at the moment. 100, this Pierce of 100 looks desirable, but it's not that great. I would look at 105 and then 107.20. Okay. Another stock that I saw this morning that was moving was Yum Brands. This one's getting whacked. It closed at $67.89 last night. Today it is trading at $65.03. There's not a lot I would do with Yum Brands at the moment, but what I will say is if it gets down to around the $62 area, possibly $61.07, hard to pinpoint this one to the penny, but both areas look somewhat decent. 62 even number could give you a scalp bounce, and then 61, I would just say 61 even, whole round number, that will give you an intraday bounce as well. So both of those levels could give you intraday bounces, 62 and then 61. Outside of that, I don't see a lot there. Yum Brands, I guess, came out with earnings or weren't as good as expected, but blaming it, they're blaming the losses or the decline in revenue on the Chinese poultry. So who cares what it is? We trade the price action, and we'll see if it gets down to that $62 level, possibly $61 level. Another stock here I'm seeing is Sears Holdings, moving up a little bit. I just don't see a lot of upside in Sears. Maybe I'm dead wrong, but there's no play in here for me. I know I've gotten a lot of emails already this morning about this. There's just not a lot here. Yes, you had a little bit of a bullish base. Stock is up off the lows. You got a nice little bounce. So maybe it goes higher. Maybe it doesn't. But there's just not a lot I could personally do with Sears. I just don't. I want to see a better pattern in on that chart. Right now you got a gap up. It's news related, but I really can't make too much out of it. So we'll leave that one alone for the most part. Another stock I'm seeing this morning is Deckers Outdoors. This one closed, I believe, at $38.98. So just say $39 today. It's trading down about $1. There's no play here on Deckers either. So we get interested, or at least I get interested in Deckers around $32.40. Right now, there's just no interest at all. Leave it alone. Don't get caught up in this thing. This thing is not a strong stock at all. I know it has some higher lows around $32.40. You want to look for a bounce there, both on a swing and scalp basis. I think that's a desirable area, but before that, it's just too tough. You'd have to watch and see where it opens up, and that's how you can play the intraday levels off of it. But there is no play here on Deckers Outdoors, even though it is moving down about $1 at the moment. So we'll just wait and see how this market plays out once the opening bell rings. I'm not really seeing all that much out there. Earnings season is around the corner, so we will start to get much more activity, at least with the gap plays in the morning, once earnings season comes around. And we'll see where it goes from there. But this morning, basically it's a little bit on the quiet side, which is sometimes understandable. But earnings season is right around the corner. That shouldn't be. We shouldn't get this type of. We should get many, many more gaps shortly. All right. With that said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day. Remember, there is some economic data at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'm not sure it's going to be that important, but you never know. It can move markets. You never know what these things are capable of doing. With that said, have a great morning, great afternoon, great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts tomorrow. Take care, everyone.